Welcome students. Today we shall be discussing small-scale industries and their importance. An industry refers to a group of companies or businesses engaged in similar economic activities, producing goods or services that are related or complementary. Based on their capital requirements, industries can be classified as small-scale industries, medium-scale industries, and large-scale industries. In today's lecture, we shall be discussing small-scale industries in detail. Small-scale industries, often referred to as small or micro-enterprises, include a wide range of economic activities characterized by their limited scale of production, manufacturing, and service provision. In a sense, these enterprises operate on a modest and more localized level, deviating from the massive industrial operations associated with larger corporations. In small-scale industries, the focus is on producing goods or offering services within a smaller framework, serving niche markets and often prioritizing personalized approaches to meet the specific needs of their clientele. In the dynamic world of economics, small-scale industries are the unsung heroes driving local economies, offering job opportunities, fostering innovation, and contributing to the growth of regions. We will explore what these industries do, the challenges they face, and their role in the socio-economic fabric of nations. Small-scale industries include a wide range of economic activities, and examples can be found in various sectors. Examples of small-scale industries include food processing units that include small-scale bakery, local dairy processing unit, fruit and vegetable processing unit, small-scale confectionery production. Another example is the textiles and apparel industry, which includes handloom and handicraft textiles, small garment manufacturing units, embroidery and textile printing workshops, and cottage industries, producing traditional fabrics. Next, we have the handicrafts and cottage industries. These include pottery and ceramics workshops, handcrafted jewelry production, bamboo and cane craft manufacturing, and traditional handloom weaving. Let's not forget the agro-based industries. These include small-scale rice milling units, honey processing and beekeeping, spice processing and packaging. Students, now let's talk about the objectives of small-scale industries. One crucial aim of small-scale industries is the generation of employment opportunities, especially in rural and underdeveloped areas, thereby contributing to the overall regional development and reducing imbalances. Small-scale industries strive to optimally utilize the untapped resources of the nation, fostering economic growth while concurrently elevating the standard of living for the general population. By promoting equal distribution of income and wealth, these industries play a pivotal role in addressing unemployment challenges. Furthermore, they aspire to achieve self-reliance by embracing cutting-edge technologies, enhancing the quality of products, and minimizing production costs. In a sense, small-scale industries serve as catalysts for inclusive growth, societal advancement, and the sustainable development of a nation. Dear learners, let us now discuss the different categories of small-scale industries. First, we'll talk about manufacturing industries. These are the businesses that produce tangible products or goods. Examples include local textile mills, small-scale food processing units, artisanal craft producers, and local woodworking shops, pottery studios, and metal workshops. Next is service small-scale industries. These businesses offer a wide range of intangible services. Examples include accounting firms, repair and maintenance services, and small IT consulting businesses. Now, let's shift our focus on ancillary industries. These industries are also known as support or auxiliary industries. They play a crucial role in aiding the production and functioning of primary or core industries. These ancillary industries provide various goods and services essential for the smooth operation of core industries. Some common examples of ancillary industries include packaging and logistics, raw material suppliers, financial and legal services, etc. Next up, we have the export units. These units are the businesses that operate with a primary focus on exporting goods and services to foreign markets. Small-scale industries can be classified as an export unit if its total exports exceed 50% of its total manufactures. Export units contribute to the global market, promoting economic growth and providing opportunities for small businesses to expand beyond domestic boundaries. And now, let's talk about the cottage industries. Cottage industries refer to small-scale, decentralized, and often home-based industries that typically rely on traditional craftsmanship, manual labor, and simple tools or equipment. Lastly, we have the village industries. These industries are primarily located in rural areas and do not operate under any organized sector. It includes handloom weaving, handicrafts, agro-processing. Students, now let's take a closer look at the characteristics of small-scale industries. Firstly, in terms of ownership, small-scale businesses are typically structured as sole proprietorships, with a single individual holding ownership and responsibility for business operations and decisions. In some instances, they may take the form of partnerships, where the ownership is shared among a few individuals. But the primary characteristic is that ownership remains relatively concentrated. This ownership structure often allows for more direct and personalized management, as the owner has a direct stake in the business. Moving on to management. In small-scale industries, owners play a hands-on role in control and management, unlike larger corporations where management and ownership can be separate. In small-scale industries, the owner is directly involved in daily operations, making quick decisions and being personally invested in business operations. This close relationship between owner and business is a defining feature of small-scale industries, contributing to their unique dynamism. Thirdly, small-scale industries are characterized by their limited capital investment and mainly rely on cost-effective production methods. Since small-scale industries have lower investments, they heavily rely on manpower to conduct their production activities. This labor-intensive approach is a key attribute of small-scale businesses, as they often operate with limited resources and prioritize the efficient utilization of their workforce. This not only helps in cost management, but also provides employment opportunities, making them significant contributors to local economies. Another important feature of small-scale industries is the flexibility. Since they operate on a smaller scale, these industries are more privy to sudden and unforeseen developments on the business front. They can swiftly respond to new developments, such as shifting market trends or unexpected challenges. This adaptability is a significant advantage, making them more competitive and resilient in a dynamic business world. Next feature is the optimal usage of resources. Small-scale industries, due to their limited resources, are efficient in utilizing whatever is available at their disposal, minimizing wastage. This efficient resource utilization not only benefits the businesses but also promotes sustainability and cost efficiency. Lastly, these small-scale businesses, due to their limited size and resources, typically operate within local or regional boundaries. This localized focus allows for stronger community connections, tailored customer service, and pragmatic management. Students, let's now go through the different prerequisites for establishing a small-scale industry. An entrepreneur wishing to establish a small-scale industry must first decide on the ownership structure of the business. The small-scale industry can be established as a sole proprietorship firm, partnership, or company. Next, entrepreneurs must decide whether the small-scale industry will venture into manufacturing or provide service, the product range that needs to be manufactured, and the quantity of production of products or the services that will be provided. Furthermore, selecting a suitable location is pivotal. The location must be selected carefully while considering factors like size of the plot, exact site, covered and open area must be decided. Once the location is finalized, the small-scale industry unit should be established in that location and the business operation can start. After the unit is established at the decided location, the small-scale industry must obtain the necessary registrations. These include Shop and Establishment Act registration, company registration, or partnership firm registration as applicable. Once the registration is obtained, the establishment can start its business. Another essential prerequisite is machinery and equipment. The machinery and equipment required for manufacturing the chosen products or providing services must be decided. Besides, the plot where the enterprise is located should have adequate power and water connections. If pollution board permissions are required, all such permissions from the respective authorities must be obtained for the small-scale industry unit. Once the machines and equipment are installed on the unit and the required permissions are obtained, the need for manpower arises to run them. The required manpower must be employed for starting and running the business unit. Raw material procurement is a key consideration for operational efficiency. Production kicks in once raw materials are secured, followed by marketing efforts to introduce products or services to the market. However, before marketing the products, the product quality certification from the respective authorities such as BIS, AgMark, Hallmark, FSSAI, etc. must be obtained. Students, let's now turn our attention to the importance of small-scale industries. Small-scale industries hold immense importance in various aspects of the economy and society. Their significance is broad and multifaceted, contributing to the well-being of nations in several ways. First is the employment generation. Small-scale industries are often seen as the engines that power local and regional development by providing much-needed employment. Employment is a vital factor in determining a nation's growth and prosperity. In India, a country with a diverse population and a dynamic labor market, these industries are a lifeline for many individuals seeking livelihoods. These industries are distributed across urban and rural areas, making them integral to addressing the challenge of unemployment on a large scale. They provide opportunities to a wide range of workers, both skilled and unskilled, which helps reduce unemployment and enhances the quality of life in local communities. Next is the regional development. Small-scale industries are not confined to urban hubs. They extend their reach even to the most remote and rural regions. Their influence goes beyond business. They are the key players in promoting local development, boosting infrastructure, elevating income levels, and bridging the divide between urban and rural areas. Small-scale industries play a crucial role in the development of local infrastructure. These enterprises cannot thrive in isolation. They need roads, power supply, and logistical support to function effectively. As a result, they indirectly contribute to the development of local infrastructure. Better roads, reliable electricity, and improved transport facilities are not just the prerequisites for small-scale industries, but also the positive side effect that benefit the broader community. One of the most tangible impacts of small-scale industries is the elevation of income levels among the local population. By providing jobs and fostering entrepreneurship, these industries empower people with a source of income. This extra money circulating in the local economy has a domino effect. It leads to increased consumer spending, which further drives local businesses and encourages economic growth. Small-scale industries aim to bridge the urban-rural disparities. Urban regions traditionally enjoy better infrastructure, access to education, and economic opportunities. By extending their operations into rural areas, small-scale industries bring these benefits closer to rural communities. This, in turn, slows down the migration of people from rural to urban areas in search of employment, contributing to a more balanced and equitable society. Now, let's talk about the economic impact of small-scale industries. While each small-scale industry may be small individually, when combined, their impact on a country's gross domestic product, or GDP, is substantial. Collectively, they contribute to the economy by adding value to various sectors and promoting overall economic growth. Small-scale industries, despite their relatively limited size, are vibrant hubs for innovation and specialization. Their unique characteristics like agility, rapid adaptability to market shifts, and the ability to cater to niche markets position them as the pivotal drivers of technological advancements. Additionally, they are the creators of distinctive and specialized products, meticulously crafted to cater to the diverse tastes and preferences of consumers. Recognizing the importance of small-scale industries, the Indian government has implemented various initiatives and schemes to promote their growth and sustainability. These include National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, or NABARD. It was introduced by the government in 1982 to offer action and promote the rural industries in the best possible way. The plan has adopted multi-purpose strategies to promote rural business in India. It supports small industries, rural industries, and artisans, cottage industries, and agriculture. Also, it elevates training, counseling, along with development programs for rural entrepreneurs. Next, we have the Rural Small Business Development Center, or RSBDC. It is a government center sponsored by National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development for micro, small, and medium businesses which are set up by world organizations. The major aim of RSBDC is to work for financially and socially disadvantaged people and groups. The plan does numerous programs on skill upgradation, awareness, entrepreneurship, training, and counseling. Next, we will talk about the Direct Industries Center, or DICs. It was established in May 1978 to offer a focal point for development of small industries. The primary objective to set up these centers was to evolve modern small-scale units and offer institutional setup for traditional cottage sectors. The DIC schemes were supposed to provide for all the services and support at pre-investment and post-investment stages, like assistance on raw materials, marketing, credit, training, and a lot more. These centers act as intermediate party among the developmental blocks as well as specialized institutions and small-scale enterprises. Another important program, the Prime Minister's Employment Generation Program, or PMEGP, is a flagship program aimed at generating employment opportunities in rural and urban areas by promoting entrepreneurship. The scheme provides financial assistance for setting up new ventures and expanding existing ones, with a focus on micro-enterprises. In 1995, the Government of India established the National Small Industries Corporation, or NSIC. It aimed at expanding and supporting small businesses, emphasizing on commercial factors. The vital functions of NSICs are to supply imported goods and machines on the hire purchase agreement, evolve small businesses by importing their items, and create awareness of technical upgradation. To address the issue of limited access to finance, the Credit Guarantee Fund Scheme, or CGS, for micro and small enterprises was introduced. This scheme facilitates collateral-free credit for small businesses, encouraging financial institutions to lend to these enterprises with the assurance of credit guarantee coverage. Last on the list is the Make in India initiative, which aims to boost manufacturing in the country and promote India as a global manufacturing hub. Small-scale industries are an integral part of this initiative, benefiting from policy reforms, infrastructure development, and efforts to improve the ease of doing business. Students, it is worth mentioning that small-scale industries face several challenges, which can vary depending on the specific industry, location, and the economic conditions. We will discuss some common challenges that small-scale industries generally encounter. First, the limited access to capital, which significantly impacts the growth and operations of small-scale industries. Securing sufficient financial resources proves to be a daunting task for these enterprises. The scarcity of funds restricts their ability to undertake initiatives crucial for development, such as scaling operations, adopting modern technologies, and exploring new market opportunities. Next challenge revolves around marketing and distribution. Accessing larger markets and distribution channels can be difficult. Small-scale industries often lack the resources for extensive marketing and distribution strategies, limiting their reach and competitiveness. Another hurdle that the small-scale industries face is the lack of skilled labor. Recruiting skilled labor can be challenging, as small-scale industries often compete with larger companies for a limited pool of trained professionals. Investing in skill development and training is crucial for these enterprises. Furthermore, small-scale industries are constantly under the regulatory and compliance burden. Navigating through complex regulations can be a struggle for them, requiring significant time and resources that could otherwise be utilized for essential business activities. This burden places an additional strain on these enterprises, underscoring the need for simplified regulatory processes and support mechanisms to enable them to focus more on their core operations and growth. Let's move on to another challenge: infrastructure and utilities. In many regions, inadequate infrastructure, unreliable power supply, and limited access to utilities can hamper production and growth of small-scale industries. Another commonly faced problem is the supply chain issue. Delays in the timely supply of raw materials and disruptions in the supply chain can have significant repercussions on production schedules and the quality of the final products. Efficiently managing the supply chain becomes crucial for small-scale industries to mitigate these challenges. Any disruptions or delays can lead to operational inefficiencies, increased costs, and potential customer dissatisfaction. Small-scale industries are susceptible to economic downturns, facing heightened vulnerability due to their limited financial reserves and resources. During economic crisis, these enterprises often grapple with the strain of financial constraints, making it challenging to withstand the impact of unfavorable market conditions. Limited access to technology and innovation is another issue faced by small-scale industries. Keeping pace with technological advancements and adopting innovation can be a struggle for small-scale industries. This is particularly important in industries where technology rapidly evolves. Another important factor that threatens small-scale industries is competition. Small-scale industries often face stiff competition, not only from other small businesses but also from larger corporations. Price competition and market saturation can make it difficult to establish a strong market presence. Additionally, small-scale industries encounter difficulties in ensuring consistent product quality. The challenge arises from the absence of sophisticated quality control systems and the limited resources that larger businesses possess. Overcoming this challenge requires strategic investments in quality management, process improvement, and technology adoption to enhance their capacity for maintaining reliable and uniform product quality. This is essential for building consumer trust, sustaining competitiveness, and securing a lasting position in the market. Dear students, our exploration of small-scale industries underscores their vital role in shaping economies, fostering innovation, and contributing to societal well-being. These enterprises, characterized by their unique attributes and diverse categories, serve as dynamic engines of employment, regional development, and economic growth. As we have delved into the intricacies of their establishment, significance, and challenges, it is clear that small-scale industries play the crucial part in socio-economic fabric of nations. Recognizing their importance, governments worldwide, through their policies and programs, strive to empower and sustain these enterprises. While small-scale industries face challenges, from limited access to capital to regulatory burdens, their resilience, adaptability, and contributions to local communities make them indispensable components of a thriving economy. As we look to the future, it becomes evident that nurturing and supporting small-scale industries is not just an economic imperative, but a pathway to inclusive growth, innovation, and sustainable development. And with this, we bring today's